So I usually just pray for a couple seconds at night and thank him for waking up in the morning. And this morning I decided to take a little extra time to literally pray instead of just walking around knowing that he's got my back. So I don't ever take it for granted because whenever I do my father's work, I make sure I abstain from everything that would even be slightly wrong. So this morning, as I was pondering and thinking and praying, my discernment started just flushing over me with different comments that was said. One comment that was said, a message that was given to me through well, supposedly from heaven, but through a third human party, was that I need to take the light from the darkness. And I was like, that happened like probably 4 or 5 years ago. And I just stick the seed in my mind, let discernment work on it. Well, in this battle of Ephesians and God and everything that is real, let me tell you, I thought about not only children who are terminated in the womb, and many people probably regret and say I'm sorry and ask for forgiveness, like I have with my 12 children on the other side, even though I didn't. I only partook in paying for one of them, the first one. After that, I grew a conscience and realized that those were gifts from God. Years later, I had a vision, and I stopped discrediting my visions when it started coming to fruition on TV. So, in this vision, I was being held over a portal or a pit from hell, if you will, with a bunch of hands on me, pulling me down. And off to my right was Jesus Christ on a cross, and the cross was leaning in my direction. And he pulled his left arm out of the peg and was reaching for me. And I tried to reach, but I couldn't reach because I was being held down. And I was like, I need to break free from his hands. And I started grabbing his hands off of my waistline, and they're rushing like tiny little hands. And I'm like, these aren't adult hands. These aren't big demons. Why am I crushing little hands? I just felt totally disgusted. And I stopped. And then I reached out further, but instead of ripping the hands off and reaching further to him because of my silly brilliance, I'm like, well, I'll pull you off the cross and pull you down here. In hindsight, it's like, hello, the cross is already leaning. He ain't going nowhere. But anyhow, let's move to sacrifices of children these days. Spirit cooking, sacrificing, all going towards Baal, Satan, Moloch. Where are their spirits going if they're sacrificing these children? Some say, oh, God takes the spirits. Well, if that was the case, wouldn't their God say, this is fruitless? Find some other way? Because giving me an empty meat package without the soul is not helping me rule. It's not helping me make turmoil. So I believe that there is something more to the sacrifices of souls. And I believe that I'm about to embark into a venture. If I can get two people that are currently on my team to do this with me, I want to take and I can open up the veil, lift the veil, multiple dimensions. And what I want to do is see if he has enough courage to actually be my tool and God's tool, which I work through to see if what I'm saying has any validity to it and to retrieve any captive souls that are supposed to be of the light being tormented on the other side. So this is going to be deep down the rabbit hole stuff. And I mean, I know certain religions and certain practices are like, you can bind a spirit. Well, a spirit is basically a floating soul. So if they feel that you can bind that, why are the same people arguing with me that, no, the soul will go this way, the soul will go that way? Well, the proof is in the pudding, and we are about to put it to the test. God bless. Stay strong. Try your best to stay with the light. And don't forget to fight.